Whether you're struggling to get started on a project or just feeling uninspired, we all have lazy days. It could be from feeling overwhelmed, bored, or maybe you're just not able to focus. Welcome back to Greater Impact, and in this video, you're going to learn some simple steps you can take in order to overcome laziness and start to get things done. Start off by taking action. And this probably seems counterintuitive, but if you're finding yourself being lazy and not getting things done, take Nike's advice and just do it. Do something. If you're struggling to write, just start writing about anything to get your mind working. If you're lazy and struggling to get to the gym, prep your gym clothes in the morning, set your alarm, get up, and go. In order to get motivated, you need to start working towards something bigger in life. You're bored or lazy because what you're doing is out of alignment with who you really are, what you care about, or what you want to do. So then you need to start by setting specific, achievable goals for yourself. Having a clear idea of what you want to accomplish can be an incredible motivator. It's important to make sure that your goals are specific and measurable so that you can track your progress and feel a sense of accomplishment when you reach them. For example, instead of setting a goal to exercise more, set a goal to go for a 30-minute walk every day this week. Instead of losing weight, I will lose 20 pounds by June 1st. These are specific, achievable goals. And then you can work on building a roadmap to follow, and you'll get a sense of accomplishment when you reach that goal. It's not that you want $1 million in your bank account. It's that you're going to have $1 million in your bank account by December 31st, 2024. Get specific with your goals, with exactly what you want and exactly when you will have it by. And then break these large goals down into smaller, more manageable steps. When you have a large, overwhelming goal, it can be so easy to feel defeated before you even start. But by breaking down the task into smaller, more manageable steps, you can focus on completing one step at a time and make progress way easier. If you're working on a new YouTube video, break down the steps for creation. You need to worry about writing, filming, editing, and uploading. But when you start checking these little things off, you'll notice that you're making progress with the task at hand, which is going to lead to a boost in productivity and motivation. I always used to find goal setting to be tedious. I knew what I wanted to accomplish, but my goals were in my head. When I started to write down my goals and break them down, it made it so much easier to focus. If you don't have written goals, trust me, you're going through life aimlessly. Think of the movie Click. You're on autopilot. If you want to stop being lazy, write down your goals and break them down into steps that you can achieve. So let's say you want to start a YouTube channel that makes $100,000 a year in ad revenue. That works out to about $274 a day. If your ad rate is $5 per 1,000 views, work backwards. 274 divided by 5 is 54.8. Multiply that by 1,000, and you need to get 54,800 monetized views in order to hit your goal. So what type of content can you create in order to get that type of viewership? Once you have your goal figured out, create a to-do list or a schedule. Organize the chaos in your life. A to-do list or schedule can be a great way to stay organized and focused on what needs to get done. Consider using a planner or productivity app to help you stay organized and on top of your tasks. Having a clear idea of what needs to be done and when it needs to be done can help you stay on track and make progress way easier. There are some good apps that you can use, but I've always found the best way to getting things done is to think in ink. Write it down. And it's so satisfying when you get to see each task stroked out when it's finished. If you're creating a YouTube channel or podcast, what does your upload schedule look like? What content are you creating? Write it down so you have a point of reference and you can start brainstorming. And you don't have to do it alone, so find an accountability partner or support group. Having someone or people to check in with or share your progress with can be a great motivator. Whether it's a friend, colleague, or mentor, having someone to support, but more importantly encourage you, can make a big difference. It's having someone in your corner that can not only motivate you, but can also call you out when you're making excuses and not getting things done. Join a networking group. Hire a personal trainer or life coach that can talk you through issues you might be having and can bring a different perspective to your situation. You can have multiple mentors, like a fitness coach, business coach, and investment guru that you turn to. The YouTube creator Mr. Beast has said in so many interviews that when he started, he was part of a group that would watch videos together and break them down to see what worked and what didn't work. You're the average of the 5 people you spend your time with. And if you want to be a YouTuber or creative or whatever the case may be, you have to have a group of people you can turn to reach the next level. And if there aren't any groups in your area, why don't you become the person who sets up that group? You also need to remove distractions and create an environment for productivity. It is so important to minimize distractions as much as possible so you can focus on your tasks. Consider finding a quiet, dedicated workspace where you can focus on your work, or set aside specific times each day to turn off your phone and get rid of other distractions. You need to create an environment for productivity that can help you stay focused and make progress. If you find yourself scrolling endlessly through your phone, get a timed lockbox or simply leave your phone in another room. Get rid of the distractions so that you can focus on getting things done. Yeah, it's so much easier to mindlessly scroll through TikTok or binge watch Netflix compared to taking action on something that will bring you closer to your dreams. But if you want to beat laziness, you need to take a stand. You need to stop taking the easy route and challenge yourself. And part of that starts with optimizing your body. So make sure you get plenty of sleep and eat nutritious food. It's so hard to become productive if you're feeling exhausted. Your body is a machine and it needs proper nutrients to function. If you put diesel in a gas car, it's gonna putter and die. Optimize the way you eat. Ditch sugary foods and drinks. Cut back on carbs, especially later on at night. And consider incorporating intermittent fasting into your life. I have never been a fan of the idea of diets. For me, it has to be a shift in lifestyle. Rapid weight loss from crash diets usually results in the weight coming back with a vengeance. Just eat well. Incorporate more greens and make sure you're eating enough healthy fats, proteins, and carbs to keep yourself fueled properly. There are studies and documentaries that show what happens when you start eating well. But if you're stuck eating garbage food, you won't know what you're missing until you put down the pizza and pick up a salad. There are incredible YouTube creators that talk about nutrition, but if you've got the means, you can also reach out to a nutritionist or naturopath to get you heading in the right direction. And eating well is only half the battle. You also need to make sure you're exercising regularly. Working out has been shown to have so many great benefits for both physical and mental health. Regular exercise can help boost your energy levels, improve your mood, and increase your overall sense of well-being. It sounds counterproductive to exercise when you're feeling lazy, but it's going to release endorphins that will boost your mood and make you feel more energetic. If you haven't exercised in years, or if you're a first timer, make sure you start slow. The last thing you want is to go all gung-ho at first and give up in a few weeks because you've injured yourself or you think it's too hard. You need to build this habit. And that could mean hiring a personal trainer for a short time, which is such a good way to learn proper form and technique, and different ways to structure a fitness routine that's going to minimize the likelihood of injury while maximizing results. I've personally found that morning workouts are the best. It keeps me energized for hours throughout the day. Does it feel good waking up before 6:30 every morning to get to the gym before I start work? Nah, not always. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. It's about building routines, and that starts by taking action. You don't just have to hit the gym to stay active. You can also find activities that are enjoyable and rewarding. Having activities that you enjoy is a great way to help you push through the day. This can include things like sports, hiking, and other activities that bring you joy and a sense of accomplishment. If you don't have hobbies, try something new. Join a club, networking group, check out meetup.com. Start building a life. By giving yourself something exciting to look forward to, it can help you take action throughout the day. I've found that networking and mastermind groups are the best ways to keep me motivated. When you're around people that are taking action and bettering their lives, it's going to drive you to do better as well. You feel better telling the group that you started up a new YouTube channel and uploaded 5 videos, instead of laying in bed binge watching Netflix. You need to also reward yourself for making progress or completing tasks. Rewarding yourself for hard work can be such a good motivator. It's really important to celebrate your success and find ways to recognize and reward your progress, whether that's with a small treat or some other form of positive reinforcement. If we tie this back into our goals, you should reward yourself each time you reach a milestone. Knowing that you have a reward coming up can push you to accomplish amazing things. But you also need to make sure you take breaks when you need them. Letting yourself rest and recharge can help you stay motivated and focused. It's important to find balance. Being lazy can happen because we might feel so overwhelmed that you need to step away from your current task in order to recharge. There's an amazing work cycle known as the 25-5, where you block out all distractions for 25 minutes and then put all of your focus and energy on the task at hand. You then spend 5 minutes on a break, whether that's scrolling through social media, going for a walk, listening to music, whatever the case may be, but you fully unplug. Then you just repeat that 25-5 process. It's really useful. I hope that these tips for combating laziness have been helpful. Remember that it's important to set specific achievable goals and then break them down. You should also check out the book Deep Work by Cal Newport, which talks about different ways to focus your energy. In all of these books mentioned, you can find a link down in the description of the video. What do you do in order to deal with laziness? Share your thoughts in the comment section, and be sure to spread the word if you have a friend that might find this video helpful. Subscribe to the channel for a chance to win a gift card in one of our upcoming giveaways. And if you're finding you're having trouble getting motivated, you should also check this video out.